My son, when I came here, the first time I said, I'm going to Israel. He said, Mom, where are you going there? There is a war. I said, yeah. I said, listen to me. The Germans not kill me, they're not gonna kill me either.
On Yom HaShoah, Holocaust Remembrance Day here in Israel, we gather in a moment that's both sacred and urgent. Here in Jerusalem at Nefesh B'Nefesh, we just had the honor of hearing from a Holocaust survivor, Charlotte Roth, a 96-year-old who made Aliyah on February 18th, nearly 80 years after surviving a concentration camp and death march. She chose to come home to Israel, surrounded by 5 generations of her family. And remarkably, she arrived just weeks before a new chapter of conflict began in this region between US, Israel, and Iran. From the darkest chapter of history to standing in the Jewish homeland in a moment like this. Her life is a living testimony.
We went to the ghetto, and from the ghetto we went to Auschwitz. Nobody had Auschwitz. Even in the ghetto, nobody said us where we're gonna go or what it's gonna be. You know what? The first couple of days you cry. After that, you forget to cry already. You don't have no more tears to cry. Only thing you know is you are alone in the world. You don't have nobody. You don't have nothing to sleep. Our sleeping was like a queen-size bed. Every queen-size bed had 12 of us. Somebody's foot was every time in your face. It was sex like that and sex like that. Like a queen-size bed were 36 of us. 3 layers. You couldn't sit up. You could sit up like that, but you couldn't sit up because it was close. That was Auschwitz. I had nightmares from the concentration camp, and my husband, let him rest in peace, not was used to it. I scared him because I dreamed somebody taking my kids, and I was fighting, and he said I really was fighting with hands and foot. I dreamed. He had sometimes a hard time to wake me up. I was so deep in crying till he got used to it. He said, it's Auschwitz made that for me. Sometimes I wake up of my own crying. Not so many times already, just it still happened.
And as anti-Semitism rises around the world once again, moments like this and hearing stories like Charlotte's matter more than ever. We don't just remember history, we listen to the people who lived it. We honor their voices because we believe that through connection and education, clarity can come, and even unity.
Be healthy and happy, and don't let yourself push around for nobody. That was our problem, because we went like chickens. Don't let yourself. You a person and fight for your own.
As scripture reminds us in John 1:5, the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Charlotte's life reminds us and proves that truth. The light will overcome the darkness.
She has grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren, so 5 generations. I say 5 generations of warriors because they have her blood. And having her here means everything to us. She's really the leader in terms of her spirit of the family. She has an amazing sense of humor and amazing strength. And she has an emotional IQ higher than anyone I've ever met in my life.
This is her next step, and this is what she wants to do. She wants to come home to the Jewish homeland, and I get to facilitate that in some way, and that's kind of surreal. And in my first conversation with her, I almost couldn't believe that I got to have the honor of doing that, and I was choking up even just talking to her for the first time. It's a really, really special experience.
What you've heard today is more than history. It's a living legacy. From a concentration camp to building a family, generations, and making Aliyah at 96. Charlotte Roth's life is a powerful reminder that the Jewish people are still here, resilient and enduring, and as she said in her own words, full of hope. So on this Yom HaShoah, we remember and we listen, especially now as her story and others matter more than ever, because darkness does not have the final word.
We have Israel, we have a country, and we not let nobody to say a different way. We're gonna fight. I learned that when you don't fight, you lose. You fight, you win.
For All Israel News, I'm Kayla Sprague. Please subscribe to this channel and visit allisraelnews.com for continual coverage.